Big Boy Neighborhood, PnB Rock in the neighborhood. Hello?
Hey, okay.
Oh,
What's up? What's up?
Hold on for a second.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
PnB Rock, welcome to the neighborhood, man.
Welcome.
Hey, man.
I love your energy already, bro.
So much.
appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, thank you for coming into the neighborhood,
Definitely.
man. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, it was times where you're like, "Oh, get PnB Rock in here," and they was like, "Nah, that's not." No, I'm just.
I'd be like, nah, don't bring him in here. We don't need
No,
him
he
in here.
crazy. He too reckless.
But crazy and reckless is we're gonna get into some of this crazy and reckless. Even when I knew you were coming in, I was like, man, run another profile on him just to make sure he's supposed to be in here. Now you're not breaking no parole or
Make
no.
sure he like not on the run or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Making sure.
Yeah,
no,
but there
I'm
is
good.
you not on the run. There's like no reward or nothing, right?
Nothing, bro.
Okay, because I really wasn't gonna call him.
I'm a free man. Call me Morgan.
I heard hello. Oh.
Wow.
Hey,
That's what
dude,
you did.
can you write that down for me?
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what I'm
a free
saying?
man, call me
Hey
Morgan.
man, somebody put an instrumental on. I need a freestyle. Hey Banks, take that one. You know what I'm saying? This is my artist Elijah Banks. When you hear it, we gonna do a song
No,
called.
that's free. No, I
He's gonna
don't
take
want
that.
no. I don't need no royalties or nothing. You got
You
it.
can
All
have
right,
it.
sounds
Sweet of you.
that sound like a
freebie.
verbal release
I
to
hear
me.
you
That sound like a
getting-
verbal release.
Freebie.
Hey man, now just the hard work, dedication, bro. What got you first into music? You know what I'm saying? Not influence, but when did you know, like, okay, this is something I want to do?
It took me a long time to really know like music was gonna be my calling. You know what I'm saying? I was locked up in jail. I did 2.5 years upstate, and that was like when I had the time to sit down and like, all right, what the fuck am I gonna do with my life?
Yeah,
And I always liked the music.
give you time to reflect and think for real, huh?
Yeah, facts. And I just seen people out in the yard making music, like different type of music. They was singing, but they wasn't like traditional singing. It was like they was singing about pain and singing about real stuff. I'm like, dang, so you could sing and not like be on some I love you like R&B ish. You could sing about real. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got a nice voice. I always knew
Did
that.
you know you
I
had a
got a
nice
nice
voice,
voice.
but did you not like kind of capitalize on it? Did people tell you like, man, you could, but did you see it?
No, I ain't even let people know I used to know how to sing. Like, that was like something I used to just know. Me and my family probably know like me singing in the shower or me walking around the crib singing, but I used to look at myself like I'm just this hard street. You feel me? Like I'm into so much stuff. Like me singing is just being so left field for me. But I ain't know that you could put two and together. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Do this and that.
Yeah, facts.
And own it and do it your way.
Talking about singing about pain, and nowadays you open up a lot. I feel like you become very vulnerable. You speak about your hardships coming from a broken home, your father passing away, your mom selling crack. Hearing that was like, do you feel like a relief, or did it scare you a bit having to relive that?
It's like me speaking about it is like only for like certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like talking about my past. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause I done came far from that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now in this day, like people just see me and they don't really know the backstory.
Yeah,
like,
man.
How I got to where I'm at. So that's why I came up with the whole trap star turned pop star. Like you might see me and be like, damn, I'm selfish. I like that song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then see me going viral next day in the video, just tripping out. You know what I'm saying? Just doing some left field shit. Like, oh, that don't really like match.
But you know, it's a trip, man. I don't. For those that know, I don't think people really know the layers. You know what I'm saying? To you as well. Like what kind of cloth you cut from. You know, because people see a book and they like, oh, I know what's in the pages.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you start to really break down, it ain't about oh he real, he this, he that. But when you start to break down, there's a lot of layers to you that we started to even uncover even more so. Did you feel like you wanted to let us in a little bit more? Not gimmicky, but like, hey man, this is what's on me right now.
Pretty much with this album, definitely. Like especially with that song nowadays, it was like I'm letting y'all know this the nitty gritty. Like I ain't just like a singer, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I sing, but I still came from such and such and such and such. I still been through such and such and such and such.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I move the way I move, and that's how I interact the way I interact. Like I'm happy to be here. Like everybody just thinking I'm just an evil person. Like I'm just a mad. Like I just be doing all this crazy. I'm like, no, bro. I came out the mud. I'm blessed. You
Hey
feel me?
man,
Like,
Right.
isn't it crazy how what your backstory is, and we'll see other people and they pretty much glorify a lot of that, and they ain't really about
Right.
that. And then you see some people that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And you're
I'm
like,
one of them.
yeah, easy call.
It's like, bro, like if you know, you feel me, you know. It ain't like
Yeah.
something that we just gonna keep. Yeah, I'm shooting, I'm killing, I'm doing this, I'm selling drugs. It's cool for a certain amount of time, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the time that we in.
Right,
Like,
right.
You're not gonna keep talking about the same stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna keep like indulging these kids and just do all this negative stuff, and that's really like if you doing what you say you like, if you a street person like you say you want for the culture, for the people, you don't want us to be stuck in that.
You don't
know
want
what I'm
that
saying? Like,
cycle.
we all about getting out of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like so
During the process of nowadays and looking back into those hard times, like, did it trip you out when you were in the studio actually like talking about these stories about your life and to looking out to literally nowadays what it is now?
No, actually, I made this song while I was on tour. It was the only song that I made on tour. I had a tour bus with a studio on it, but I really didn't like use it because my voice was so messed up. It was my
From the
first
shows and
headliner.
everything too.
It was my first headline tour, like, and I didn't know it was that much work, like being using my voice. So I just wasted money on the studio. But pretty much that was the only song I got to do. But it was
And that's
fun.
the only one you needed, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. It was fun making the song because it was like I was going through like a state of like writer's block, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I felt like I couldn't talk about nothing. Like, damn, I'm stuck. I keep talking about the same stuff. But then it was like I was going through my Twitter and everybody was like, man, we missed that old PnB, like the old pain, da 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 da. I'm like, all right. I could talk about I get it. I could go back and touch back on a couple topics and also let people that don't know me get to see that.
Did you feel like it kind of wrote itself? You know how when you're in the writer's block and it's like it's
that was
like that just pour out?
Facts. It was easy. I did it like it wasn't even like I didn't have to think too much about it. You know, every bar was just coming to me easy. Like, damn.
That's probably the main reason why you got that one bus
Yeah.
with that one studio
No,
and used it one time.
Oh God, yeah.
Easy
like,
call.
What was it like getting to work with Meek Mill and being part of? I think that was a really great album for Meek Mill for championships and getting on that track "Dangerous" with Jeremiah as well.
That song was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I shout to everybody that had parts to do with that song. But Meek, you know, that's home team. You know, that's the bro. Like it was like inevitable for us to get a song, and just for that to be the #1 song like that we did, like the first one we get is #1 on urban radio. You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing. You know, I'm happy about the song, and coming up with the song, like the backstory on the song for everybody that don't really know. Like I could talk about it now because it's old. It's like it's out, but Meek wasn't even on this song at first. It was me, Jeremiah, and we was trying to find somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we was looking for that one person, and Meek was actually in jail. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, he about to come home though. So I knew that, and we shot this record out to a few people. Me and Hitmaker was just like brainstorming, like, who can we hear on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, few names came out. We even sent the record to Fab. Fab like was dragging his feet a little bit to do the verse, but it was like I already know it's gonna be fire. Like when I got the verse, so like the same day. Yeah, hell yeah. Like when I got the verse from Fab, the same day I got the verse from Fab, I was in the studio with Meek. He had recently just came home.
Wow.
And I'm like, I got like a few songs. He wanted to hear like my new vibes. You feel me? I'm like, I've been cooking up some shit. You feel me? I've been playing them songs. Dangerous came on. He like, oh, this that one right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of them.
You liked it.
I'm like, hell yeah. Like, you fucking with that? I'm like, it ain't even I just got this verse from Fab. I ain't even listened to it yet. I'm like, but it's still open though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still open.
It's up for grabs if you want it.
Yeah, hell yeah. He was like, what? He was like, let's do this one right now. Like, da 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 da.
You were like, all right, go.
I'm like,
go on in there.
You want it? You can have it. Like, you could just put this on your project instead of me putting it out. I already know like the vibes is gonna come off of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody looking at you. Everybody waiting for your shit.
Did you
right
think
now.
that it was gonna be a little more difficult to get with Meek because there was so much attention with him coming home?
No, it was like we already had it planned. Like we was gonna get in the studio like when he touched down because like we was been supposed to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was one of those sessions, you know what I'm saying? Like he had sessions already planned for when he came home, and I was one of those sessions.
Yeah, but also you gotta think, man. Even with the session, everything don't make it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, like, we did songs like we
Yeah.
recorded songs that I thought was gonna be on the album. You know what I'm saying? But it was like Dangerous is that one. You know? What I'm saying? We gonna go with the
Got
one.
that feeling.
Easy call.
Hell yeah.
And it sounds like a cliche question, but how good is it right now? You know, because you put the work in, and then at some point, man, people do kind of write us off, and then there's sometimes even in our heads we don't know how good we're going to be or how great things can be. What does the progress feel like now?
Me, I'm in just a great space as a person right now. Like in my life, I never really had like all the stuff that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like even though like materialistic stuff don't really count for me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like goal wise, you know what I'm saying? Like my life being in order, everybody around me being in order. Like it hasn't been a time in my life where I was like happy. Like
Did you ever?
it may look like it, but you know from the outside looking in, but internally a nigga like just like damn, I'm stressed out. I got all this stuff going on like in my family.
Yeah,
know
you got to
what I'm
put the cape on and put the mask on for everybody
saying?
else.
People like expect everything from me.
But you
know what I'm
feel
saying?
good right now?
Hell yeah, I'm
That's
great.
Did you ever
Feeling great.
imagine it to be this way?
Nah, put it like this, like from outside looking in, me looking at artists and rappers coming up, I ain't never think the industry was gonna be like this. Like as far as like everything is like you doing it. You gotta put that work in. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't
We're gonna hand it to you.
Yeah, definitely no. Like, it's definitely not. Like, even going to the BET Awards, like, this just wasn't what I expected. Like, you see from the outside looking in, you think something.
You think you won it all too?
Yeah,
Yeah. You know,
I'm like, what?
Some people think that what y'all do is easy, and people think that they won it. I tell people, I'm like, man, if you take this, you got to take it all. You got to have, and my thing is, if you want my success, then you got to have. I tell people, you got to have it all. You got to have my mother pass, and you got to have my homelessness. You got to have my brother pass, and you got to have everything.
Oh, you got to think about all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because people look at it like we just living life. They don't know about the backstory. You know what I'm saying? About
call.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hard
about
times.
the stuff that's going on in the real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real stuff like we going through just like everybody else. People die every day. You know what I'm saying? People lose people to, suicide every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just because, like, I'm a rapper, that don't mean, like, I don't got a cousin at home that's thinking about suicide. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't got a brother
real
at
problems.
home that's OD'd or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real shit.
Man, we recently had Roddy Ricch in the neighborhood, man, and you just brought it up as well about just materialistic things.
Yeah.
And I did ask him, I said, man, and I'm going to ask you the same thing, just as a person that's been in the game and been in life longer than you have. That watch that you're wearing,
Yeah.
that's materialistic.
Facts.
Very.
You should give that to me and separate yourself from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real, like separate. Don't
only
put the
right.
power in the
I ain't
watch.
even gonna
Separate
cap.
yourself.
Like, next time I come through, I'm going to have a gift for you.
No, there is
That's the same thing Roddy Ricch
They
said. Why
say it
everybody
right now.
Why do people
They always say
Advantage
that.
Because,
of the
you know, like,
moment. Take advantage of the moment.
It's like a, this is my first rollie that I ever bought.
That's why
Yeah,
you
we're gonna
should,
get another one.
That's
It's
why
like
you should
sentimental-
separate from it.
sentimental value. I got
Right.
another watch at home. If you would have said, yo, let me get the AP. I'm like, huh.
Oh, he's gonna send you the
Oh.
AP. He said
Yeah,
It would've been
I
the
want to tell
AP.
y'all where I'm at right now.
Remember
I
they
don't
told
even know
us how
what
to
the
say
AP
it?
is.
We don't know how to say it. How do you say it?
Everybody say it different. It depends on how you rapping.
Oh.
Like,
I don't know
niggas
how to
be
say
like Audemars Piguet if they trying around with, like, every day. Or
Mm.
Audemars Baguette if they trying around with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Baguettes. You
Oh,
know?
We
okay.
just say AP.
Right.
We keep it
That's why
short.
it's just easy for me to
Yeah.
say PnB Rock
AP.
gave me his rollie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know how to say
Easy.
automatic
PnB.
baguettes or whatever the fuck you're talking about.
PnB gave me the,
Baguettes.
PnB gave me the AP. It rhymed too. PnB gave me
Okay,
the
so
AP.
we got the PnB gave me the AP. We got that. Write that down. And then we got I'm free like Morgan.
Yeah, I'm a free
Anything
man.
else you want to give to me so I can
You
put
know,
this
it
EP
just
together?
come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta come.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll just hang with you all day then.
That's all.
And I'll just keep the
The
recorder on.
sauce
So
gonna drip
just
off.
in a nut, the sauce gonna drip off. Get that too. You know what I'm saying? Just in a nutshell, are you gonna separate from the materialistic watch, or you just gonna be that guy?
Put it like this. I don't got all my chains on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 7 chains.
Damn.
I've been toning it down.
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, same here, man.
I'm
I could have worn 9 chains right
yeah,
now.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I could have worn all
Yeah,
9 of my
definitely.
chains,
You feel
but
me?
I was like, you know what, man?
You
I'm
wanna
not going to
flex.
do that because I didn't know how you were going to come in, and I didn't want to show you up
Nah,
because you would have
fact.
came in, you'd be like, oh, big shot.
Hey, why you trying to be you? Is you the artist?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what I'm saying?
You
That's
the
what
artist?
Jay-Z told me when I outshined him one day. He was like, you the artist? I was
Yeah,
like,
Hov
all right. So,
said that? That's
oh, man,
crazy.
he been jealous of me a long time. All right, y'all stick around. Oh, man, there's so many people.
How is the relationship with Drake?
Oh, that's the bro. That's broski. The first time I chilled with Drake, like, it was random. It was like,
How did you guys meet?
like on social media.
Damn.
Did he GM you?
Yeah.
No, I DM'd him.
And
And
he answered?
Yeah.
That's
What?
dope.
I'm
It
about to
started
DM
off
him to
because,
come
like,
do the
I
show.
seen him.
Come on,
People
Big
was like, yo, Drake follows you. I'm like, oh shit, for real. Like,
Oh, so that's
That's
the
big.
key.
That's-
He has to
Okay,
follow
so
you.
That's
okay,
a
I
good
gotta follow
job.
you too.
But
all
that
right.
was like, I
Pretty important.
wasn't trying to be all hype. So, I let it chill. I was like just keeping it in the moment. But he started liking pictures and shit, and it was like,
wow.
fuck.
Yeah.
I can't go.
You let the first couple
Nah.
likes go like, all right, I ain't gonna jump in right away.
The next day,
You start posting
bro.
all the time.
Yeah.
The next day, I was happy as shit. I was woke up like a kid on the first day of school. Like, all right, let me hurry up and
See if you got anything.
yeah.
So what do you hit on with in the DM? Like,
Yeah.
and then what does he answer back with?
Like, what's up, broski, or something like that. Like, that's his word, broski. Like, I use that from him. Like, he got me saying that shit so much.
Broski.
Broski. Yeah,
And then
what's up,
from
broski?
there,
Yeah, we just was like just chopping it up about regular shit. Like, he told me he was a fan of my music. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised, but it was like it go without saying when this person follow you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Liking your shit, it's like you gotta fuck with you to a certain extent. So like, we just was chopping it up, and then one day I was in Miami, and you know I follow him on the gram, of course. So I seen that he was in Miami. I'm like, bro. I text his phone like, bro, I'm in Miami. What you doing? What's the vibes? You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, it's the perfect day we going to the studio, then we gonna go to Live, then we gonna go to we went to Miss Tootsie's. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, bet. So first we went to the studio.
Damn.
I was like, all right, shit, I'm in the studio. We just vibing, listening to music. He was playing a lot of his like stuff that was on his album. I'm like, damn.
Hey, he coming up.
Nothing, you remember?
Be like, what you got? Oh, I didn't even bring it.
Well, no, I played a few songs and he was rocking with him. I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm like, when he give you the stamp, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I don't think he gonna lie.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think he gonna keep it 100. Like, if he don't like it, he gonna say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we just was vibing. We ain't record nothing. It just was like a listening session type of thing. Just talking about regular stuff. And then we didn't even go to Live. We went straight to Miss Tootsie's.
Is that a strip club?
Yeah.
There you go.
How much you guys drop?
crazy.
Tootsies.
It was crazy. Like, it was like my man had just came home that day, like from jail. And like I brought her to Miami. So
Uh-oh.
his first day home was like a movie.
Yeah, man.
I love being
The motherfucker eyes like this, huh?
Bro, he like, he trying to be cool as he could be though, but he like, yo, I'm with Drake right now. Like I just came home like 7
Hey,
hours.
man.
What a
Oh,
homecoming.
yeah.
That is
Hey, man, you
insane.
gave him, he got too much that day.
Yeah.
We go to the Miss Tootsie's. Bang. Everybody all sitting around waiting. I'm like, dang, like what's going on? Like what we doing? You feel me? Like I got my own money, so it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to look too nutty going to go get some light shit when I already know he about to go crazy.
Right.
So it's like,
Wait
I'm
a
like,
little
damn,
bit
should I
for
just
this.
wait or should I be my own man and just go get my own bag? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get 30,000 real quick.
Oh,
Just
no.
to-
Oh my goodness.
You feel me?
What?
But look,
Jeez.
no cap. Look, I'm counting out my shit.
What
Go
does he
get the 30,000. They on their way with the 30. This motherfucker come with 2 big ass duffel bags full of ones. It's like at least 100K in one and 100K in the other. I'm looking like, what the fuck?
You was like, man, you like the way my bank account is set up.
He's
I'm
like,
like-
hold on to my
Start grabbing
30.
from his duffel bag. Like, go
So
ahead.
look, they came with my ones. He was like, bro, what's that? I was like,
Oh.
I'm about to make it rain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
This is a mistake.
He like, bro,
About
put
to
that
get
shit back. Like,
You
it's for us right here.
You
Like,
like with pleasure.
you know what I'm saying? The nigga just gave me 2 big ass stacks. I'm like, damn, bet. I'm like, I was about to get my man some because he just came home. He said, no, Lamesky. He said my man name. He said, oh, Lamesky, huh? Give him a pack. I'm like,
Hey,
damn.
man, I know your
My
boy
other
that
young
came
boy.
home. He was like, man, fuck
Yeah.
these bitches.
Yo, I came in
This is
there.
God's plan.
No cap.
You know what you say? It's God's plan. All right, thank you,
I
Jesus.
went in there with 2 of my youngins. Well, one of them was not my youngin. It was my man. That was lame. The other one was my young boy. They both left with money.
Oh,
You know
hell
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
hell
They
yeah.
both left with some shit.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
man. Like, hell.
I wasn't mad at him, though. Ain't nobody noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was a vibe. It was
Yeah,
lit. Like,
you sure put him out there, though.
hey, man, the gang, though.
Hell yeah, easy call. Like, hell yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
love that you went to go get 30 because
Yes.
that show you I wouldn't even been in the room. You know what I'm saying? I would have been
No,
like,
bro.
man,
I
go
got
ahead and,
20.
yeah, hell yeah. Like, man, go get me.
I ain't even
go
had
get
it,
me
but it was
100.
just like, bro, it's for the I'm living in the moment right now. Like, I'm with Drake. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Like, these bitches ain't gonna be here looking at me crazy. I'm gonna make it look like a movie too. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm not a whole movie. I'm more like a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like I can, I can do a little snippet for you, a little tease. Do you know Q Deezy?
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
Philly.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It seems like everybody from Philly, like y'all, everybody know each
Associated.
Yeah,
other.
that's real.
No, bro, it's like it's,
No, root
it's
for each
real
other.
small. You know how like where we at in LA? How many people y'all got out here?
A
Too many?
shitload. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Like a couple million,
No,
right?
out here we got too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got too many.
I know like New York got like 8 million people. Philly got like 1 million people, and it's like we all a million people follow each other on Instagram. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole Philly is my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. It's
Like,
like
we got
Philly is
you,
small.
bro.
Yeah.
How do Philly? Do you feel like they want to see you win?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's dope.
Definitely. Like at first when I was coming up in the game, like it was like nobody wanted. It was like we had that stereotype where it was like I feel like every city do the same thing though. Like, oh man, don't nobody want to see us win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
don't nobody like stick together in the city. Like if one person on, they don't show no light on it. It's like, come on, bro. Like you gotta put that work in, bro.
Yeah, you
know
got
what
to
I'm
make
saying?
it work
Like,
yourself.
But so Philly is like at first I was feeling like damn, like ain't nobody like really rocking with my shit. Like ain't nobody showing me love. But it was like that was like a week. I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit took off so fast for me. It was different. Like I was making
you got off
different
that
type of
pity
music.
party real quick, huh?
Yeah, facts.
Did it feel like you were different though from what? Not even from Philly, but just from what we hear.
Yeah, I ain't on cat. Like 2013, that's when I came home.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was really like singing, rapping on some trap stuff. Like it was one person. And I was mad. I ain't gonna lie. heated. I'm like, who the fuck is this Fetty Wap motherfucker?
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Like,
I just was singing like this when I was in his house.
Did somebody tell him from the yard what was going on? Did somebody
But it was
release
like,
him?
I'm like, no, he killing. But it was like, we still on our own different sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
he
sir.
more like radio pop-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got them radio smashes. I'm coming with the same vibe, but I'm still giving you like my Philly aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and when we linked up, it was like, damn, like, shout out to Fetty Wap, that's the bro.
Hey man,
We cool now.
yeah. Like once I got
definitely.
home, then I noticed that he
facts.
was doing this and I
But it
was
was
doing
like,
this.
nobody was really making the type of music I was making, so it was like,
And how crazy was it that it was in your head and you were doing it while you were locked up and you was like, man, I got a lane. Then you touch turf, you're like, ah, damn, this dude in the,
I was like,
he in the lane a little bit.
yeah, he was in the lane a lot of bit.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad though because like it was still more like radio friendly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, I was just more so nitty gritty. Like I knew the streets was gonna fuck with
But you know what's a trip too though is that no one, at least I don't know, but it was never like a sloppy carbon copy or you know, oh he sound like or he, you know what I'm saying, like, and I mean shoot, like you still going and it seemed like there's no expiration date on you unless you ready for it.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Unless you
feel
put it
like-
on yourself.
I feel like me personally, like I'm so invested into the music, like I my whole life surrounded around music now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when I wasn't doing music, I was doing everything wrong. I was doing everything bad, like as far as like in the streets, not having no guidance, not knowing what I'm gonna do. Every day I was just living for the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
now it's like I don't do nothing else with music. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even go to the clubs. I don't be on the block no more. I just be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I just be in the crib. Like I don't do nothing but music stuff. Like I don't do nothing but interviews, recording, listening to music.
Yeah.
I just be tuned in.
Keep yourself locked in.
Yeah.
Hey man, what did that XXL cover feel like?
Oh, that was the stamp.
Yeah, because and the reason why I do ask is because the accomplishment, the accolades mean a lot to some, and then there's also some that'll say, "Oh man, fuck that cover." You know,
I feel
what
like-
did it mean to you?
Me personally, like I felt like that was the stamp. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like when you work hard for something, it's like and you actually get it. It's like you just get the satisfaction and the gratitude or the gratification is like just damn, like I worked at something, I pursued it, and I actually got it.
And look how they recognize what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Facts.
What did it feel like, man, when you look back now and you see XXXTentacion on that same freshman class with you? And what was that relationship like?
Oh, you know, that's my brother. I say that's the bro. Like we recorded so many songs together. It's like our energy together was just like a vibe in itself. But for me to be able to be on that cover with him is just like it's monumental for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's one of the greats. He always gonna be looked at as one of the greats in this generation of music. You know what I'm saying? And I was a part of his legacy, just being on the cover. You know what I'm saying? Like and being in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a moment.
Was
in
he
itself.
proud of the cover as well? Did y'all ever have
Oh,
any conversation about that?
He was proud of the cover, but the whole time he was sick. You know what I'm saying? Like he was feeling fucked up. Like he must have like a stomach virus or something like that. The whole day at the shoot, like he just was out of he was out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't really.
What's something that we wouldn't know about him? Because I think there was a lot of misconception about who he was. There was a lot of negative press sometimes. What's something that you got to experience personally?
One thing I'll put it like this: when I first went to meet him, like I judged him like just like how everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like I met him like first I heard the song. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I was fucking with it. I was like, this shit hard. I ain't gonna lie. But when I like something, I look into it more. You know what I'm saying? So I looked into it. I typed him up on YouTube. And I just seen like he was like fighting a lot. Like he do a whole bunch of like he be fucking shit up. Like he be fighting people like he trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, damn, like he a little reckless. You heard me? Like so when I came into meeting him, like that's how I was acting. I was on my like I'm ready to fight whoever too. Like I thought he was gonna be coming crazy. Like but he was the politest person I ever met. Like he was like yeah, like so my energy was like on some amped up. And he was like calm as hell. I'm like, damn, so let me switch my energy.
Like,
a
yeah,
little
let me
bit.
match this energy.
Yeah, like I ain't feeling my energy. Like he was just a regular down to earth person. It was just like, damn, I judge him. Let me take a couple steps back. Let me get to know this person. Like but you could tell like he just a regular kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just been through a lot. You know
Did
what
you
I'm saying?
feel like just knowing him as well, like there was so much more that the world didn't get a chance to see?
Yeah, I feel like they see it now.
Yeah.
I feel like they see like what he was trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like his vibe that he sent out. Even though like that's just like he had his trap star and his pop stars moments. You know what I'm saying? Like he always you can't really pinpoint him. You can't really put him in a box. Can't really like say this is what he like. This is what he was here to do. He was here to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did everything that he was like capable of doing.
And I've been in radio or I've been in life long enough to see people that they get a chance to make that turn the corner. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like with him, he was about you started to see this turn of the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't get a chance to see, because I've seen everybody where they was like, you know, they was acting nutty, they was acting crazy. Then you see them get a little wisdom, or you see them get a little age, or they have a kid, or, you know, start taking care of the community. And I felt like we got robbed of a lot of that. Not just great material, but what was coming, what you saw coming.
Yeah, the change was definitely coming. Like you could see in his visuals that he put out prior to his death. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, they came out after his death, but like the visuals was showing you like he was fighting his inner demons. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
He going through it in himself, but he getting better, you know what I'm saying, with all his emotions and his actions, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then post, you start to see where it's like, damn, you know, taking care of the family, making sure that, you know what I'm saying? Like those are human elements, you know what I'm saying? Man, thank you for sharing those stories with us as well.
You already know.
Well, I saw you tweet out, you were like, for the first time in a long time, a bitch hurt my feelings.
Oh, yeah.
Did a girl really, really hurt your feelings?
Yeah, I got a girl right now, so you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, in a long time, like, I haven't been feeling like these type of feelings, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, not even in a long time, like, ever. I ain't never been I ain't never been in love as an adult, you know what I'm saying?
And
I
you're
always
in
had,
love?
like, teenage. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
So I had, like, teenage
Hey, man,
love.
you had went, yeah, you know. Female fan base, shut up even more.
You don't hear too many men saying that they're in love
I
or
know,
talking
man.
about love. Like, you
No.
just don't. So it's nice to hear it.
This is regular. It's regular life, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, everybody be acting like they a player and all that, you know what I'm saying? But it come a time where you get tired of just being, like, seeing everybody else happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, being a third wheel, like, it's cool for a while, you know what I'm saying?
Like, man, yeah, we can't go out tonight. We having date night.
You just want that real person, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it's cool having a lot of girls that you mess with or a lot of guys that you mess with, if that's what you into. But I feel like everybody just need at least one person that they could just talk to about regular stuff.
Yeah, man.
And not feel like they could, like, gotta have a guard up and chill.
Or it's always an interview, or they want to, you know, talk about the show.
It's about some real life stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or just being real.
Can I ask how long y'all been together?
We've been together for like a couple months now, but I've been knowing her for like 2 years now.
Okay, so y'all had a chance to be other than.
Yeah, fact.
And the feelings aren't hurt anymore?
No, like I was just in my feelings.
Right.
She was in her feelings, I was in my feelings. Like,
but you probably got more followers. You know what I'm saying? Like she was probably saying some more crazy stuff.
I got more retweets.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my shit went viral.
yeah. As you see, it made it to the interview. Yeah, and I was watching the interview, and I saw her bring that up. Like, come on now.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Rakim, you need to start talking about it. Stop it. You know?
How has being in love changed you in a way? Are we going to hear those changes in this debut album?
Yeah, I mean, like, I always was like a lover, you know what I'm saying? But I just haven't found that one. So in my music, you always get like a lot of love songs or like feelings, you know what I'm saying? But
for other
this is my
people
first
too.
time.
Like,
yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, like
that's
a
my
lot of my
song.
songs, like if you listen to Selfish, like that's about a girl,
Right.
several girls. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a girl in the studio when I wrote that, but I was mainly talking about her. But a lot of the stuff that was in my brain was talking about this girl, that girl. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
all I'm thinking special. Like that's about me. Like,
I'm selfish about everybody at that time. You know what I'm saying? But
Are there any secret features on the album that you haven't announced yet, or something that's going to pop up on the day of?
yeah, I can't say it though.
secret.
I said so much already. It's like
Let us
There it is.
know.
There it is. I told y'all. There
Come
it
on,
is.
man.
He waiting until he get to the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne.
no.
If you don't tell me,
here
I'm
we
going to
go.
spoil it.
let
for
us
others.
watch it.
Put it like this: like I have a rollout for my album, right?
Okay.
And I in the beginning, I knew I had a rollout, but I didn't know all the
Right.
everything
found
that was in the
out.
rollout. So I just blurted out one day, like on Twitter, like everybody was just on my ass, like asking me questions about the album, when it's coming. I knew the answer to these questions, but it was like I only could say but so much, and I already know. But I was like, at least one thing I can say is like who on the album,
Right.
So I said, who,
And you
all these
couldn't?
people, and the next morning I'm like getting all these text messages and shit, like, bro, you fucking up the roll up, like. You fucking up the rollout. Like, why you telling everybody all the features? Like, that was part of the rollout. You know what I'm saying? Like, to build it up.
like-
and you just drop the bomb. Like, all right. My bad. I fucked that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hella tuition into school of experience. Like, okay, note
My
to
bad.
self,
You know what I'm
know the rollout. All right.
It's like now he's just
Facts.
repeating Little Skies and T Grizzly because that's
Yeah.
already
Little
out.
Skies.
That's
T Grizzly, Love Skies, yeah.
But there's
Brr.
other ones that you haven't said yet.
Whoa, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Like Drake?
No, I wish.
Give us one. Give us one of them. Come on.
XXXTentacion.
Really
Are there
though?
2 tracks or
Yeah.
just one?
On the album with me and him?
Yeah.
With me and
No, sorry. On the album, are there going to be 2 tracks with him or just one?
Just one on the album.
Okay.
Yeah, facts. I mean, like, I got music with him that I would like to put out.
Right.
But you know, it's like, to me personally, it's like, it's sentimental value with these songs now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I ain't on no like clout chasing with this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even that. Like, we worked on these songs and we never even talked about how we wanted them to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only certain songs that we talked about. Like, this is what we want to do with the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was one of those people that's like, he hands on with music. For instance, I can give y'all this. Since I said he on the album and I'm talking about it. The song that we got is called Middle Child, right? Now, you know, J. Cole dropped a song called Middle Child, and I was like,
Yeah, like between J. Cole and damn Fetty Wap.
now when you search Middle Child, J. Cole gonna come up instantly. But it's like, we named it Middle Child, and he not here to take the name away. He not here to test it and say, yeah, I think we should change the name.
Right.
So it's like, I'm keeping it Middle Child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
it's called Middle Child, and it's gonna stay Middle Child because of that.
100%.
reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just
Integrity.
what it is. Yeah, facts.
Like the same way y'all created it. If y'all can't get together and
facts. Yeah.
No, that's beautiful.
PnB, what do you expect people, or what do you hope people get out of your debut album?
Oh man, I want you to see like the growth in the artist of me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see my past, and I want you to see where I'm at now with it. I want you to see like you can come from the struggles and poverty and go through any type of situation, from being homeless to being in a shelter to not having nobody on your side to, you know, eventually having like anything that you could possibly want, and you just gotta work hard. You know what I'm saying? And I worked hard on this album, so I just want everybody to just catch these vibes and get these blessings. You know what I'm saying? Just feel it, you feel the energy.
Is it crazy that you say debut album? You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's been so many mixtapes.
Yeah, like I feel like everything that I put out was like an album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's technical terms nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though, like, if the labels is only gonna put so much behind a project, but they gonna put everything behind the album. You know what I'm saying? And they can't put everything behind every project that you put out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta label it. You know what I'm saying? So is this an album or is this a project? Do you want, you know what I'm saying, the full go, or you want, you know what I'm saying?
You're like I want it all, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah. So a majority of the time, artists will be like, yo, this is my album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because they want it to be that album, they want the full press. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times, like, it's so many different artists, so many different people all in the same umbrella. Like, you got to have a turn. You know
What's your fan base like? What do your fans mean to you?
Oh, I got a core fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not an overnight person. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
All these people that they my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see me interact with my fans, you be like, dang, he cool as F. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just vibing.
Oh, now you're gonna say cool as F. You've been cursing all morning.
Right, all of a sudden he wants to
catch all of that.
The only curse word he didn't say was Rolex. You know what I'm saying? This dude.
Right.
And even when I said that, he just cursed in the background.
He did.
Good Lord have mercy, man. He all up in church like, man, I can't wait till we get out this motherfucker. Like, man, dude, Jose not in here, is he?
No.
Oh my
So I
God.
can agree with that one. Yeah, but your fan base, man. You say that they been with you. That's like family.
Yeah, facts. Like, I interact with them like they my folks. Like, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair if it wasn't for them. Put it like that. I wouldn't be having none of this stuff if it wasn't for my fans, the people that's supporting me, supporting the music, coming to my shows,
Oh, that's dope.
buying the merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I without them? You know what I'm saying? Like, they the
Do you ever
ones-
recognize fans sometimes, like if they go to multiple shows?
Yeah, I know all of my fans.
I think that's so dope.
Facts. Like, I know a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like loyal.
Like Zari. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man.
Like, you
Shout
know
out
what I'm saying?
Zari.
Shout out to Zari. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Queen Royal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can name a few, but
Hey, man, you better stop because you're gonna
They're
not
gonna be
name
mad. Like,
somebody.
you just say Zari and Queen Royal, can name me?
yeah.
Zari.
Yeah, right.
Like, you fake, you
Remember when you went
changed.
to Canada? I went behind you. And,
But they already know it's all love. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
really cool.
They know how we carry it.
I love how you said that if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be sitting in this chair. And I love that you get that to your fans. But really, if it wasn't for me and us, you wouldn't be sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
Big talent.
You know
Humble
what I'm saying?
him.
Like, yeah, humble yourself,
Humble
homie. You know what I'm saying?
Humble him.
Yeah.
Remember.
Read the wall, PnB Rock. All right. Big Boy's Neighborhood.
Don't you forget.
Yeah, we love that you love your fan base, but for real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
come
mean,
on.
shout out to the neighborhood, though.
Thank
man.
you,
Shout out to
bro.
the love, you know
Thank
what I'm
you,
saying?
man.
Like, this one of the first radio stations that I came to is for, like, it's just family. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
No, and it's a pleasure to have you in the neighborhood, too,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah. Do me a favor, man.
Yeah.
All righty. Go to your phone right now,
Okay.
and I want you to open up your phone.
Yeah.
and I want you to hand me your phone. I'm gonna go to your text messages. I'm gonna roll up 5 messages. I'm gonna touch it 5 times, and whatever message I land on, I get to read. All right.
He's gonna scroll.
I didn't see him delete anything either.
He didn't.
I don't be tripping.
Look at He's like, I got nothing to hide.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Man,
That's 1,
He's nervous.
2,
He's like, you already
3,
talking too much.
Man, you looking like I'm probably in there
I see
right
him
now.
this phone like, fuck. He's over here
Alrighty,
talking
so-
about what
What's it
features.
say?
I'll come right here. Alrighty, let's see what's happening here.
Who's it from?
This is from Young Boy Trunks.
Young boy Trump.
Shout out to Trunks. That's members only XX. That's one of the XXX brothers. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? So
Well, you know what? I'll respect it. I won't read that one. You know what I'm saying? All righty. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to go one more. I'm going to go right here. All righty. Oh, man. Is this Gary V? The Gary V?
Yeah. That's my brother.
Oh, dope.
I'm about to take this number. Hold
Share that contact,
Man,
please.
hold
I
on.
need,
Yo,
to,
shout
I
out
need
to
some
Gary V.
inspiration from Gary.
Can we call him? I need some
Write down
info.
Gary V phone number for me.
Monica's really ready
Yeah,
to
take
take
a
a
picture of
screenshot.
that.
Wow.
So I can call her for some inspiration real quick.
I need some info
All
from
righty.
her.
Let's see
he
who else is
definitely
in
got
here.
that.
All righty.
What other get Drake's number?
No, I'm not gonna do that. All righty. So
You
I'm
got all
gonna
the
go one more
numbers in there?
click, and I'm going right here. All righty. This is a Smart Bud. All righty. It says it's your. Then
Your.
it says. Then there's an address here, and it says, "Man, so sorry that you got locked up." And then you come back and you say, "So did you have your phone in there?" You're
No, not in the cell, no.
Okay, because it says something right here that says
Liar.
everything is buried in somebody's backyard.
What?
Go get it. And see if you can flip it for me and get me out of here because my bail is $500,000.
Wow.
What?
Okay, I'm
y'all
just
talking
making up
about?
stuff. No, I'm just making up
That bill's 500,000.
Who had my phone texting this boy?
He was like, I don't have no friends like that. PnB Rock, thank you for coming into the
Thank
neighborhood
you.
hanging with us,
Hey, man, I
man.
appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, our pleasure, man. We should go do like a little brunch or something.
Yeah, do
While
it.
we here, you know,
Celebrate.
on the label though.
Trap star
You know what I'm
turn.
saying? Like,
Pop
yeah.
star.
I was about to say on you, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you
On
can
the
say,
neighborhood.
yeah, you can say it, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You be sitting at that restaurant, you be a hungry bastard. Boy.
It's
Man,
on me. We
like
out.
this
Like, this
water
where
is
y'all
delicious.
take-
Like
where
this
you
one.
guys brought me?
But you know when you say you're gonna pay for it, that's when people
they start getting
Palate.
they never
Showing
had.
up.
shows that's when it's a little
Lobster.
different.
Oh, I never
Yeah,
had
lobster and
tiramisu. I want to try that.
Yeah, like, man,
I don't
like
know what that is,
We're
but
getting
give
that
it to me.
appetizer.
y'all
too,
got
right?
fried hen here. Oh, okay, I'll definitely take the fried hen. But no,
Yeah,
thank you for
that's
coming into
cartel.
the neighborhood, man. And when you see us anywhere,
No,
remember
definitely.
us,
Come
man.
on.
Yeah,
I
man,
ain't
for
one of
real.
them. I ain't
All
one of them.
right, go
Yeah.
ahead now,
It's all
man.
love.
Are you a Sixers fan?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Ben Simmons and the Sixers.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Trust the process. Yeah, I trust. Yeah.
Now,
the
what about
process.
with you? You know, your team in Drake's team in. Is there any kind of playoff beef?
No, man. Like,
Well,
I
we're
mean,
gonna start some.
It's always like some type of like, you know, sports rivalry. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But like, it ain't never gonna go no further than that.
Like,
I'm,
money bet,
I'm betting
baby.
with the Sixers though. Like, well, so what's
You
up?
guys should do a little
You
bit.
should.
Shit,
I,
bet
don't-
against Drake.
I bet and lose with the Sixers all the time. So it's
right,
like,
yeah.
I'm used to
I'm
it.
die hard.
Thing. You know what I'm saying? He was
Still
like,
in
I've
the
been,
bet.
you know, I've
It
been
is what it
losing
is.
these bets for a long time.
I
homie.
won two though. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah, Jay Belly, you know what's up? Yeah, Vic Oladipo.
Go ahead now.
Oh.
Now he's
Yes.
just naming people.
So who's gonna be in the finals?
Yeah, who's in the finals?
Your prediction?
Oh man, I don't know. Who you think?
No, I'm asking
we
you.
asking you.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna keep my zip.
You don't want to put your team in there? You
No,
that's
because
no-
like
no
I
faith?
got somebody that I'm like going at it with right now, and I know they watching this right now, and I
Okay.
don't want them to know my picks.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're not one of them curse guys.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, no, that's
The
Drake.
Drake
No, no. Hey man, Drake is next to a
He just
lot of
proved
people
it.
that win.
Or they just
You
won
know what I'm
the other
saying?
day,
They only
so-
do the L's.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go
definitely.
ahead now. All righty. Well, thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man. Big Boy's
Big
neighborhood.
boy.
Oh yeah.